Thank you very much for squeezing in and have a chat.
Guys, thank you. Thank you for coming on the Riverside Show.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Tell us a little bit more about the band. Where were you formed and how long ago?
Well, I'm from Falkirk originally. When I came through to Glasgow to go to university, I met Clara.
Okay.
And then we both worked in...
Yeah, we worked in Sandalwood Shoes in Byers Road.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not there anymore.
Back in the day.
And then Tim actually met in a life drawing class. He was doing a little bit of art, and I was I was the model.
Story.
Okay.
Interesting mix of these apps.
Yeah.
But how did you guys come up with the name?
The name was, that was my doing really. I really wanted a sort of old style 50s rock and roll sort of name like Buddy Holly and the Crickets or something. And I just always loved the name Martha, so I was just playing about until I got Martha into Moodies. That'll do,
Yeah, it works nicely,
That's it.
absolutely.
And I believe we've got an artefact on the
Slightly.
on with us. This violin. How old's this?
Well, I inherited it. It was my great my mum will probably never forgive me for this, for getting it wrong, but I believe it was my great grandfather's. I think.
You said I believe at the start, so that's fine.
Actually, we didn't know much about it, but if you look inside, it was repaired in 1901. So I was up in Dunkeld playing at a session, and there's kind of detail on here and on the pegs. And I actually found out it was 17th century, and they were kind of made in bulk in Germany.
Oh wow!
And in the kind of, I think it was Edwardian or Victorian, I can't remember. They added these pegs because it was very, ornate and make it a little bit better. So careful with it.
Yeah, is that the most important thing in the band?
Definitely.
Let's be
Come and
honest.
play when I play in pubs and people come up and ask to play it with, spilling beer and pubs.
No, thank you.
Get lost.
That's exactly.
Where do you guys play most regularly? What's sort of your sort of given scene?
In Glasgow, there's just so many different venues and options in Glasgow. We try to play the more decent ones, so we've played places like King Tut's.
Nice.
We just did a gig in there last Saturday, and it was just, anyone who's ever played King Tut's knows it's such a great venue anyway. But because it was the weekend, it was just booming. The atmosphere was amazing.
Good vibe.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, it just makes such a difference. It's so enjoyable to play.
What about other gigs coming up in the next weeks or months in Glasgow?
Yeah, we've got a couple of. We're talking about doing a few dates at the Buff Club in Glasgow. Yeah, which will be quite good. Get a few people on the dance floor and things like that. Yeah.
Very nice. And where do you get most of your inspiration for your music? What do you kind of look to?
Well, I kind of grew up on pure pop music. I had like Madonna, and then a little bit later on Britney Spears just blaring out my room constantly until my brother got sick of hearing it and put me onto things like Joni Mitchell. Yeah, sorry. Get excited.
You just want to bring some Britney back.
I'd love to bring some Britney if these guys would let me. So things like Joni Mitchell, Neil Young and Bob Dylan, that sort of more folksy stuff. Once I heard that was a complete game changer. It's the sort of music I wanted to make and the sort of singing I wanted to do. So that's probably the main inspiration still.
Is it a big scene in Glasgow?
Yeah, it is actually. It's really
expanding.
It is. It's really good. There's a lot. You could probably go out any day of the week almost and be able to find at least a couple of decent venues and bands playing. So there's always music on. Yeah, it's great.
And so what song are you going to play for us next this evening?
We're going to do a song called Vancouver.
Fantastic. Well,
Martha and Moodies, take it away.
Thank you very much.